Hello, Star Bear Cubs. Welcome to another Messages from Spirit, where I seek to uncover what Spirit wants us to know at this time, for whenever you get this message and for whomever it resonates. So let's dive in. For more information about this reading and other readings, you can check out the information below. So let's get the general energies for this reading, whatever Spirit wants us to know. We have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. All right, let's see what else we can get. Now, I have mixed feelings about manifestation because, sure, a part of it is setting your intentions and trying your best and overcoming obstacles and praying and making to-do lists and making dreams come true. All of that is good and true and real, but there's also the element of divine timing and God's plan for your life, the divine's plan for your life. That is something that needs to be factored in as well. But for now, for the sake of this reading, looks like we will be talking about abundance and the potential of what you can achieve, or perhaps what you already have. But let's see what else we get. We get the end of a tough cycle approaches, and that's full moon in Capricorn. We're just sort of coming out of a full moon period now, and full moons in this deck embody the end of a cycle, the end of a lunar cycle, the end of a personal cycle, and taking a look at what's gone by, what you can leave behind, what you want to take forward with you. Excuse me, and reevaluating, resetting, and releasing whatever does not serve you. All right. Now for these readings, I only have 3 decks that I sort of set aside that I want to use for sure, as you see. And after this, it's sort of up to Spirit. I see where I feel led, what decks I feel inspired to use. So what else can we get for this message? Something about abundance and having the ability to bring what you want into reality, and also how the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Now we have 2 cards. Both came out in reverse, but I will just show you them upright. We have To Be Fair. And I will read from the book as well, but let's just take a look at this. We have this queen with scales to imply justice, fairness, equality, but there's also a fortune cookie. I was just taking a closer look at the fortune cookie. It's interesting because there's another card in this deck with the fortune cookie, and that's the Not For You card, and then there's the fortune cookie and it says nope. And this is the same one. This is the same fortune cookie that says nope. So it's about fairness and equality, but it's also about, there's that element of not for you, not the right time, something is done or over, which would go with the end of the tough cycle card that we got. We also have an egg on the other side of the scale, which represents potential, something that's not yet finished being done, something that's ruminating or marinating or growing from within and hasn't hatched yet. So we have potential and we have an ending. So looking at this card, I'm understanding it a little bit better now. We have 2 different things, the fortune cookie and the egg. Both of those are things that are not yet open. They're both things that literally crack open. A fortune cookie you crack open to get your fortune, your message, and an egg you crack open, of course, to get the yolk. So they're both items that represent potential. They represent mystery. They represent the unknown. However, one of them is not as great an option as the other. So weighing those things, and there's also that element of fairness, keeping things balanced. And then she's got an owl on her head, which is wisdom, intuition, seeing through illusions. So those are very interesting aspects of this card. But because it was in reverse, I will read the protection message. But first we'll look at this other card, which is Here and Now. Okay, this is really interesting. When I was looking at this card before, I was tempted to say that this card was sort of like a crossroads, with the fortune cookie representing the past and the egg representing the future. And I stopped myself because I realized that they were both potentials, meaning potential future. However, now we have this card, which is a crossroads card, and with the left representing the past and the right representing the future, and this representing the now, the here and the now. So if you look at these two cards as similarities, it's fascinating. They both have something to move past from and something to move towards. An option that's not so great, or perhaps you've already explored it and it's done, the time is over, the cycle is done, and then you have the future to move forwards to, which is abundance. And I see eggs could be a symbol of abundance. And look, she's sitting on top of an egg. So we have an egg here and we have an egg here. So the egg represents the future potential, but also represents the here and now, which sort of implies like we all tend to want what we don't have. And we tend to see abundance as being something that's in the future, the near or distant future. And just from what I'm getting from these four cards, I feel like we are being called to find the abundance in the now. And I know this is trite. I know we hear this all the time now in terms of mindfulness, being happy with what you have now, gratefulness, but it's so much deeper than that. It's believing, and that's what manifestation is believing that what you want is something you already have. You're literally rewiring your brain to believe you already have the thing that you want and don't yet have. And Joe Dispenza talks about, and many others, no doubt, talk about how we can train our brains and our bodies to respond to our outer environment simply with our thoughts. We can also respond to things that are not in our outer environment by imagining that we already have what we want, by feeling the emotions that we might feel when we have that thing that we want. And then that our bodies literally, chemically, biologically respond as if we have that thing, as if we have achieved that happiness, that abundance. So we are being called to rid ourselves of that fortune cookie of nope, that past that was tough, and we learned what we could from it, but are being called to release that and move towards the potential by rewiring our brains to believe we already have that future potential, that future abundance that we are seeking. I think that's what I can get from those cards for now. And I know it's a message that is going around everywhere, even in several of my past readings, and I haven't done very many yet, but it just seems to be the theme of the day, the theme of this year, of this era. But let's see what else we can get. From the Earth Magic deck we got Rain Purification, which is about detoxifying, crying, releasing, and letting go of anything that doesn't serve us, which, surprise, goes with the full moon in Capricorn card. We got Island, Solitude. This card speaks for itself. It's suggesting that some quiet time is needed, some time alone, some time to look within and to be introspective. And we got Fire, Passion. Finding your inner passion, your inner fire, and then expressing it to the world, like this fire breather. And we have Lightning, Power. It's your spiritual power. Finding ways to harness your spiritual power, your gifts, your skills, and using those powers wisely and for the benefit of all. All right, let's see what we can get from the tarot. Starting with Antagonist energy, what holds you back? We have Five of Fire, which is conflict. It can mean friendly competition and training. It can also mean actual conflict and negative competition, sort of one-upmanship, comparing yourself to others, trying to be like someone else, and showing off and trying to be better than others. So it can be either positive or negative competition, but seeing as this is the what's holding you back energy, I'm going to say it's perhaps some kind of conflict and tension that's making things difficult for you. And then we got Nine of Fire, which is Nine of Wands, and that is defensiveness. So it's interesting because Five of Fire in the traditional tarot is 5 people holding wands and clearly battling each other to see who wins. And we have Nine of Fire, which is somebody who's at the end of their wits. They've been fighting the hard fight. They've built a barricade of wands against those who are attacking them or criticizing them or trying to bring them down, trying to stop them in pursuing their passions, their dreams. And so this is defensiveness kind of energy, and also shedding a light on a situation and trying to see things more clearly, trying to understand things that are challenging you, but getting pretty near. This is also the energy of somebody very near burnout, very near the end, because 9s are almost 10s and 10s are completion. And when we're looking at 10 of Wands, that is just laying all your burdens down from exhaustion and just being done with everything. So that is the antagonist energy, what's holding you back, your current challenges. So now we're going to look at the protagonist energy, what's propelling you forward, what's pushing you forward, what's driving you. We have Patience, which is Temperance in traditional decks. And Temperance, it means divine timing, that things will happen in divine timing, not our time, not when we think it should happen, but when the divine knows it should and will happen. And as you can see, there is a clock on her heart. So she's very in tune with the timing of everything. And it's also about divine adjustments. it's about alchemy, taking two different elements and gradually mixing them together to make something even better. So it's sort of an experimental stage. It's seeing things that didn't work in the past and keeping the goal in mind, which I believe is represented by the stars, knowing what the goal is, taking what didn't work and what did work, adding some new elements to make it better and giving that a try to gradually work towards the goal. So it's about adjusting situations, it's about healing, it's about balance, bringing balance. And isn't that interesting? Because we have this card here where the woman is holding scales. It's about balance and fairness. And so temperance is sort of divine intervention to come into a situation and make some adjustments, some fine-tuning to bring things back to the level, back to fairness, and back to someone's journey, their soul path, if they strayed. So I know that's a whole lot of information for one card, but that is a major arcana card. So that is sort of the overarching energies so far in the tarot portion. And then we have Seven of Fire. A lot of fire. All of these are fire. And fire is passion, desires, the thing that you want most in this life, where your heart is leading you. And Seven of Fire is also a conflict card. There's more battling going on. The battle, probably the battle, this Five of Fire battle is continuing on now. And now we are in a more intense battling phase. However, this is in the protagonist position. What is moving you forward? And it's interesting, we have 5, 7, and 9. And we're missing the 6. Sometimes in readings, it's helpful to notice what's actually missing. And aside from the obvious that all 3 other elements are missing, but the number 6 is missing, and the 6 is the Triumph card. It's sort of a small victory in the midst of the conflict that's going on. But that card is missing here, which you would think would be something that's propelling you forward. However, what's propelling you forward other than this patience and temperance and divine intervention, divine timing, and making adjustments is the Seven of Fire. And in the Seven of Fire, in traditional tarot, it's just one person on their own battling all these others, 6 others to be specific. So clearly they're outnumbered, but they're not afraid, they're not backing down. They are bravely, valiantly fighting for whatever it is, their passion. They're fighting for their passion. However, there's still some imbalance implied in this card. In traditional tarot, he's got 2 different shoes on his feet, so clearly he's been through it and didn't even have time to put the right shoes on. That's how chaotic the situation is around him. And in this deck, it's a riderless unicorn who clearly had a rider before. So there's, again, some imbalance here. There's a lot of chaos implied. However, unicorns are the symbol of what everyone wants. Don't we all want a pet unicorn? So there's the hope there. There's something worth fighting for. I think that's why this is the protagonist energy. It's what's worth fighting for. So there is something that is. And you can get right back on that unicorn and continue the battle that you are so bravely fighting. Whatever it is, your dream, your passions, your goals, career, life path, studies, learning, teaching, whatever it is, whatever your goal, your life path is, your passions, it is worth fighting for. So you just get right back on your horse, your unicorn, and know that adjustments are being made to make the situation fair and balanced and equal again. And clearly we are talking about this tough cycle. So the end is near. And so you have a sense that it is near. But even though you are in the midst of this conflict, there's also the invitation to be present, be here and now, and already feel the abundance that is coming to you. Because it is. But feel it as though you already have it now. So whatever it is you're going through right now, whether it's a conflict at work, in a relationship, in your family life, in your personal life in some way, or whether it's on a grander scale, you are being invited to take some time out of the conflict, and do that healing work. And really ask yourself what it is you need to attain balance in your life. And to continue pursuing your passion. And knowing that you have the power to get through this. You have the gumption, the drive, the perseverance. You have the means to get there. You have this magical unicorn just waiting for you to hop back on and get back in the game and not give up. Because look how powerful you are. This is you. You have this beautiful, wonderful inner passion that just wants to come out and be shared with the world. And you have so much power at your disposal that you haven't barely even tapped into. So much passion and nowhere to go yet, which is what all of the wands imply to me. All this fire with the absence of water, which is emotions, and swords or air, which is thought and clarity, and earth, which is pentacles, groundedness, things becoming materialized in the 3D realm. So there's a lot that hasn't come to fruition yet for you, but you have so much passion, passion. It's all right here in all the fire. So much passion, but a lot of it not yet materialized, not yet manifested. But it's coming. It's coming. So now we are going to look at advice from Spirit. Haha, I love it. Everything I just said about how it's coming, here it is. Messenger of Earth, which is also the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knights are the bringers of information. They are the ones who act on the thoughts, the ideas, the feelings. In this case, this is the manifestation, the materialization of whatever it is you're trying to bring about, your passion that has not yet manifested, that has not yet become clear, that just that passion that has nowhere to go yet. There's going to be results. There's going to be progress. However, the Messenger of Earth or the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the tarot. So it's coming, but it takes a while. But because it takes so long, it's that much more assured and strong. It has had longer to build a firm foundation, to have deeper roots. It's a sure thing. So this is really good advice. Or perhaps it's just encouragement. It's encouragement that it's coming. Just need to be patient. You just need to be patient. And that's why, because it's taking so long to come, whatever this dream is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's a relationship, a job, success in your career, a promotion, winning the lottery, that dream trip you want to go on, whatever it is, maybe recovering your health in some way, Whatever it is, it's coming. But because it's going to be slow, that's why you need to be present-minded and be focused on what you have now. And I know for some of us it might be hard to focus on what you have now. You might feel like you don't have a lot, but I can assure you that there will always be those who have less than you do. It might be hard for you to appreciate what you have when you are in the thick of rejection or suffering or feeling left out in the cold or feeling like there are no results for something that you've been working so hard to bring to life or to manifest or to bring to fruition. I would encourage you to look at every little thing in your life and just know that there's someone that doesn't have that. The clothes that you're wearing, the house that you're living in, or apartment, or trailer, or cabin in the woods, the food that you've been able to eat, the friends that you have, the family that you have, the pets, maybe money that's coming in, the job that you have, perhaps it's health that you have. I guarantee it, if you just sort of go through the checklist of everything in your current, present 3D reality, and then be thankful for that thing that you have. And imagine not having it. And then it would give you a really good idea about how glad you are to really have it. So you can start small that way. And then you can work from that and start to be thankful for things not yet given to you, not yet awarded to you, not yet come to fruition. But try being thankful for that thing anyway. And see what happens. See how you feel about it. Any other advice from Spirit? We also got Hanged Man, which is about waiting. It's about being put on hold. It's about sort of your life being on pause while you look at things from a different perspective. But the Hangman is very relaxed. He doesn't struggle. It's about surrender. So it's about surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to just the great waiting. You've done all you can do. You've put all the effort into whatever it is that you are passionate about. So now you have to just wait and see where the chips fall. Wait and see it slowly come to fruition and manifest. Again, it is coming, but it is slow. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, the winner of the great race isn't always the obvious one. The tortoise won and the hare did not. So it's about trusting in the divine. And it's about enlightenment. Hey, the Hanged Man is an enlightened person. He's allowing this divinely enforced pause to give him a chance to see things from a different perspective, a different angle. He's literally upside down. So be willing to look at things from an upside down perspective, which is what manifestation invites us to do. To be happy for something we don't already have, that is an upside down concept. To believe in something we don't see. In Christian circles, we talk about the upside down kingdom that Jesus talked about. It was upside down because it was countercultural, counterintuitive. Things are not always the way they seem. So sometimes we are called to get in the hangman position, to see things from a different perspective. And things won't always make sense to us. And then we have Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot, and this is somebody who poured so much time and energy into something, trying to get the Nine of Cups, which is abundance and independence and success. But it hasn't yet come. So they walk away And there's no reversals in this deck, but I see this card as meaning don't walk away. Don't give up. That 9th cup is coming, or in this case it's pearls. Don't feel like your ship has left without you. It is coming. In this reading, I see this ship as coming. Maybe they were about to leave. They were about to walk away from something they poured so much love and energy and passion into. But Spirit is saying, don't walk away. It's slow going and it's slow coming, yes, but do not give up. Do not walk away. Fairness is coming. Things are about to be made equal and balanced. But anything worth having is also worth waiting for. So that is the reading. So we are just going to close with some animal cards. Let's see what advice or encouragements we get about this reading. What does Spirit want us to know? Oof. Wow, we have Swan, Grace. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Wow. Yes. And that is a form of abundance. Appreciating everything inside of you and outside of you. And in the case of this reading, it means appreciate it. What you have and what you do not yet have. Wow, and here's another one. I love this. I love the synchronicities. We have Ladybug, which is the card of abundance from this deck. This is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. I'm just reminding you of that one again. And be willing to receive. Be willing to receive. Don't walk away. It's coming. On a very, very slow ship, it's coming. Okay? Then we have the Boar. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage and you will emerge victorious. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Remember what I said? Between the 5 of fire and the 7 of fire is the 6 of fire, which is the victory card. Attaining a victory in the midst of conflict. And then also we talked about defending your passions. That's what all these wands, these fire cards are about. Defending your passions against those who challenge you or bring you down or tell you you can't do it or any kind of barriers or obstacles in place. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage and you will emerge victorious. So you will come out of this tough cycle. You will. There is an end to the conflict and the struggle, and you will be victorious. Now this, I have to bring these two cards out together because look at the synchronicities. We have the Deer. These are both Stephen Farmer decks, by the way, but one is Power Animal and one is Spirit Animal. They both start with Trust Your Instincts. So these are the Trust Your Instincts cards. And this one is trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. And trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. So you are being guided and you are being shown the truth. And if not now, then you will be. So just trust. Trust that what you've been putting so much time and energy into was worth it, is worth it, will be worth it. Trust that. Okay, and we're going to close with a crystal card to tie it all together, or as closing advice. This is a beautiful message for anyone out there who has worked so hard to bring a passion, a dream, a vision, an idea, a creative endeavor to life, and as of yet has not seen much proof of it ever going anywhere. has not received much affirmation from the world that it's worth doing. This is beautiful. We have green adventurine. It means luck, good fortune, potential, possibility, new opportunities. Possibilities for experiences your soul craves are everywhere, offering new opportunities to help you find your purpose. The gate to the field of infinite potential is always open, for the conscious universe wants you to enjoy the bounty that exists in the realm of possibility and bring it into form through the power of co-creation. Okay, yeah, basically this is the whole message. Don't give up on what is in the realm of possibility and know that it can be an actuality. Cast fears and regrets aside, says Green Adventurine Spirit, for you are much loved and the conscious universe wants to give you all that you desire. The universe is always dreaming up new ways to bring you what you need and help you experience well-being, joy, and fulfillment. And doesn't that sound an awful lot like the Temperance card? The universe is helping you. The universe is helping you to receive whatever it is you need to make your dream come true. And I will also read the prosperity message. The nature of earth is abundant and prosperity is your natural state. The potential for healing and balance is there if you open to the possibilities presented to you. Perhaps not exactly when you wish them to appear, or exactly in the form that you imagined, but they will show up. Oh my goodness, that just ties in the Temperance and the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Water, that it's coming but slowly. Opportunities are easier to spot when you let go of your old beliefs about wealth and instead surrender. Surrender. Where'd the Hangman go? Surrender to the flow. Eyes open now, for there is much potential for you to experience the security and prosperity you desire. Wow. Okay, that is a beautiful, wonderful, encouraging message. I'm going to take that for myself as well. I hope this was helpful, and if it was, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. I wish you the best of luck in this next week and with your passions and dreams, whatever they are. And just remember, do not give up. It's coming. It's just slow and in divine timing. Love and light to you all.